So tell me, how was it growing up in a single-parent home out here in North Haven?
Well, I mean, it was hard at times. You know, Mama took care of us by herself. You know, with the help of my grandmother. So, you know, it was hard at times, but it was also good at times. You know, having a lot of friends and stuff growing up out here, we was always, outside playing football and doing different stuff. You know, different people helping out. So I mean, it was tough at times, but it was also good times too.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
On my mama's side, I got 2 little sisters and an older brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your friends, are you guys close-knit? Are they like brothers?
Yeah, I mean,
family to you?
yeah, it's like a brotherhood out here, man. A lot of people I grew up with out here, I'm still friends with today, still hang out and stuff, and we real tight.
How were your neighbors as far as like looking out for you and keeping an eye on you?
Yeah, I mean,
well,
it's different now than it was. It's actually rougher out here now, as far as neighbors and stuff. Neighbors aren't, friendly like they used to be. But when I was growing up, I think everybody on my street was, hung out, and all the family, parents and stuff hung out together. So, everybody had the eye on you growing up back then.
So you were you in the middle? Were you like a middle child or
yeah, I was like the middle child. Yeah.
You're the middle child. So how was it being the middle child?
I was actually the roughest child. I was the toughest one out of all of them. So I mean, it wasn't hard or nothing. It was.
Tell us about some of the troubles that you may have encountered growing up.
Man.
That you may have remembered.
When I used to fight all the time, man. Like when I was growing up elementary and stuff, I used to fight all the time. People used to, crack jokes and stuff. Because of my skin color and stuff. I was always light, dang near white. So people used to always, crack jokks, and I used to fight all the time. Then after a while, it wore off. I kicked enough tail. Everybody knew what to do and what not to say. So.
What's a childhood memory that you have that every time you think about it, it just kind of brings a smile to your face?
Childhood memory.
Time.
One of my first touchdowns for the Bulldogs. I remember at the old park next to the fire station. One of my first touchdowns, it was one of my friends had just got hurt right in the heel. He played with me all through high school and stuff, and I still talk to him. He had just got hurt on the play before that, and we were playing the Cowboys, and they were all getting crunk and crazy and stuff, and I was one of the leaders on the team, so the coach said, "You better score right now. You better run through them." You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna hurt your teammates. So I get the ball, and firemen outside watching at the station, because field right next to the station. The firemen out there watching. It was packed out there, and I broke a long touchdown run, and everybody was screaming and giving me fives and everything. That was probably the most memorable moment.
So football would be like a really good childhood memory.
Yeah, football big part.
Talking about successes.
What failures things that you can look back on now and say, if I would have done this, maybe I would have had a different outcome?
Man, selling drugs, maybe the biggest outcome. I got a lot of friends and people, to sell drugs, and some of them, I think that would have been the biggest downfall for me, because it was easy to give in. I had plenty of friends, giving into it, and I came close, to giving into it, but I just stayed positive and strong, and I made it out of it.
So that will be a success that you've overcome. How important is it that your mom was so supportive of you?
Oh, man, it's very important, because a lot of my friends and stuff, they didn't have mothers that really cared. But my mom, even with football, she never missed a game from since I was like 6, 7 years old through high school. She never missed a football game. And when I used to want to quit and didn't want to go to practice, she used to hunt me down in the neighborhood and make me get in the car, take me to practice. When I said I wanted to quit, she was like, "You ain't quitting, go back out there." She was very strong. She wasn't gonna let me give in. If she thought I was up to trouble, she would drive the neighborhood and find me playing with my friends. And it seemed like every time I was finna fight or something, she had some kind of sense. She'd come out of nowhere, blocks away, and be like, "Get in this car, come on, we going home." So she was probably the biggest part of me not getting into no trouble.
So your mom's a big inspiration to you.
She's a big inspiration. Probably one of her and Coach Ricky. Yeah.
Anything that you want to say to your mom?
I appreciate her. She's one in a million. I'm probably the best. She's the best mom to me. She took care of us with no help. She took care of us with no help. And single parent, and I just love her. And I'm proud of her just like she's proud of me for taking care of 4 kids and not giving up on us.
That's heavy right there. That's big.